Around 3 years ago, I struggled with addiction. I was lost, I was insecure, I was so unhappy with where I was at in my life, not knowing what to do with it. I felt hopeless. I was numbing myself with all these trivial things and degenerate things so I wouldn't have to face my current reality. I remember feeling so angry. I wasn't angry at anyone or anything. There was nothing to be angry at. There was no one to blame but myself. I battled thoughts of wanting to quit the game of life permanently. If this resonates with you, then this channel is for you. My name's Aaron, and I created this channel to help others who are experiencing the same thing as I used to experience. Young men who feel like they're stuck and want to improve their life. Because I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like. Not only have I been there, but I can show you the way out. Fast forward to the present, 2025, I've completely transformed my life. I've fallen back in love with life. I've become the person I once aspired to be. I've become the most disciplined I've ever been. I've been able to help friends and family members make transformations in their own lives. I found my purpose in my path, which is helping others to transform their own lives. People who are like young Aaron, who experience and struggle with the same things as him. The ones that are unhappy with where they're at in life, but on the outside, no one knows or can tell. The guy in his room late at night, desperately yearning for things to be different. If this sounds like you, I see you, and you're not alone. If you keep watching, I promise you I can help you transform your own life. So you're probably wondering, who is this for? What is this channel about? What is bro yapping about? So basically the channel is going to be about self-improvement for young men who feel stuck, who know deep down they have potential and are meant for more in life, but aren't quite sure how to tap into it, who want to make a change but don't even know where to start. For people like young Aaron, who was tired of living in a constant cycle of repeating each day, feeling more and more miserable with their life and themselves, waking up, going through the motions, and not seeing a way out. What's even scarier is found in a post done by Mayo Clinic, which stated, most people who contemplate leaving the game of life often experience intense emotional pain, hopelessness, and have a negative view of their life or their future. Often people who leave the game of life experience significant emotional pain and find it difficult to consider different views or see a way out of their situation. Sounds a little bit familiar, right? If you want to read more about that article, I'll link it in the description and you can just click it and do your own research. Anyways, I saw somewhere else where basically most men quit the game of life because logically there's no better option. They feel helpless and they don't see a way out. And so the only way to end suffering is to leave the game. Imagine you were playing a game and you're just getting absolutely destroyed by the other team and you just can't beat the game, or you're just losing so bad but the other team is just so much better than you. You probably leave or rage quit because there's no point in playing. You aren't going to win. And so I want you to take what I say very seriously. It could be the difference between life or death, and I can show you the way out. For this next part of the video, I want you to join me. Open your notes app or a document, grab a pen and paper. If you have a journal laying around, I want you to open it. I'm going to be writing a letter to my current self, acting as the future version of myself. What I want you to do is close your eyes and imagine the version of you who lives your dream life. They have the characteristic traits that you want to embody. They have the experiences and skills that you wish to experience. It doesn't have to be vivid or clear. If you can't envision it, then think of a character from a movie, a show, or an anime that you may like. Think of a person you might see and you really respect or admire. Now, as this version of you or character, I want you to give yourself advice as this person and write it to your current self. What would they say to you right now? What would they tell you to do? Would they encourage you? Or would they give you some hard truths that you really don't want to hear but need to? I want you to take a second and write in this journal or in your notes or on a document like Google Docs or something. And as you're writing and thinking about this, I'm going to be telling a story. I have this one friend, one who I'm making this video for, if you're watching this. But I have also making this video so that way I can look back on it, so I can reflect later down the line and also get it over with, because I keep pushing it off. I also have a different friend that I wanted to talk about. He makes clothes. He's talented. He's always working on stuff, and people always tell him to like drop his clothes and like release a line and sell them, because we know he'll do good. He makes good pieces, and you just want him to like put work out there, because we're gonna buy it and we know other people will buy it. He falls into this trap of perfectionism and wanting to make sure things are perfect and in a certain way before doing it. And the reason I tell this story is because I relate to it a lot, which is why I'm able to give such good advice to him. The same thing is for anyone. We can give such good advice to others in a similar situation as to us, and sometimes we just need to just shut up and take our own advice, which is why I had you do the journaling practice. And so my letter to myself is this: when starting anything, you're going to be bad. It's inevitable. You are literally supposed to be bad. That's the whole point of being a beginner and starting something new. You aren't supposed to have it all figured out. You never will. No one ever has it all figured out. They just started. When you learn to walk, you don't have everything perfect and figured out. You put one foot in front of the other. You may fall, but you get back up and you try again. When I started working out, I didn't know the most optimal workouts, what routine, what workouts to do, what to eat. I just grabbed a weight and started to lift it. In the beginning, just focus on getting started. You figure everything else out as you go on. Fall fast, fall forward. You learn from your mistakes. The faster you make them, the faster you learn. The faster you learn, the better you get. The better you get, the less mistakes you make. The only way you fail is if you give up, because you can't improve, you can't make any changes, you can't try anything. You gave up, so that's the only way to fail and lose. Your beginning videos are going to be your worst pieces of work, and that's okay. They are supposed to be. You get better as you go on, and by default, as you get better, your beginning work is going to be the worst stuff you ever put out. Eat the Frog, which is basically a book about doing the difficult things as early as possible. Get it out of the way so you can start getting to the good stuff. Imagine a piece of candy that is super sour in the beginning, and then afterwards it's the sweetest thing ever. That's basically anything you try doing and start doing. The beginning is sour, and then as you go on, it gets sweet. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, rewards those for trying and putting themselves out there. So step with faith. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I live my dream life because of you, and I'll never forget that. You did what was necessary for me to get here. Keep going. The future version of you will thank you.